Ad hominem is one of the 8 logical fallacies, also known as attack the argument, not the person. So it mainly means that typically this fallacy refers to a rhetorical strategy where the speaker attacks the character motive or some other attribute of the person motive or some attribute of the person making the argument, rather than attacking the substance of the argument itself. An example: when talking or debating with homosexuals, you do not attack the person who does the homosexual act. You attack their acts and you attack their arguments, not them as a human being. Appeal to emotion is one of the 8 logical fallacies, and it's also known as don't threaten in order to win an argument. Appeal to emotion is characterized by the manipulation of the recipient's emotions in order to win the argument, especially in the absence of factual evidence. So let's give you an example on that. When debating on hot, sensitive topics, we need to be careful with the words we speak, and we do not use our emotions in order to manipulate or to improve or to back up our arguments. So we should.
It is not a popularity contest, or we can call it bandwagon. Making an argument that something is the right or correct thing to do because a lot of people agree with doing it. For example, everyone already believes that the defendant killed her husband and that many people can be wrong. So that means we believe that the defendant killed her husband, but they don't have any evidence because they just believe because many people agree with it. They don't have any evidence to prove it. It isn't true simply because it hasn't been proved false or appeared to ignorance. It occurs when an arguer asserts that a claim must be true because no one has proven it true. For example, nobody has proven that photo isn't Bigfoot, so it must be Bigfoot. So that we can claim that it's real Bigfoot because of no one has proven that it's not. So we can believe and prove that it's Bigfoot.
So, questionable cause is meant by when an arguer claims without sufficient evidence that one thing is the cause of something else. For example, after women started working in this country, divorce rates went up and now an alarming number of homes in this nation are broken. It's obvious that if we value marriage as an institution, we should discourage women from working.
That it means appeal to pity. It occurs when an arguer inappropriately attempts to evoke feelings of pity or compassion from his listeners or readers. For example, I really deserve an A on this paper, professor. Not only did I study during my grandmother's funeral, but I also passed up the heart transplant surgery, even though that was the first matching donor in 3 years. Appealing to authority. Insisting that a claim is true simply because a valid authority or expert on the issue said it was true without any other supporting evidence offered. Also see the appeal to false authority. For example, Richard Dawkins, an evolutionary biologist and perhaps the foremost expert in the field, says that evolution is true, therefore it's true.
So, avoid hasty generalization is a statement that asserts that all or most things of a certain kind have a certain quality or characteristics. For example, you visit a new country and the first person you meet in the airport is rude. You send a message to a friend back home that everyone in that country is rude.